Hello students, this is Rupali Bangali, Assistant Professor ICMR, MC Department, Nigripur. We have discussed about the arrays and array functions in your PHP. Now today we'll discuss how to fetch the data from UI, from the form, and how to display it on the server side using PHP. So we had created one form with name and age as parameter. So for that purpose, we have taken two text field and one input type submit. And after submitting, we will be navigating to the welcome.php. So in welcome.php, we have to retrieve those values. So in order to retrieve a particular value which is being given or which is being sent through the get method, as we had given here method equals to get, so we will be using here the global variable, global array from the PHP as $_get. Now let's execute the program on your browser. This is what our name and age field, and after submitting I should get the other page which is nothing but as welcome.php. In this case I'm giving here the name as Raj and with the age 23, and after submitting I will be navigated to the welcome.php, and this is how your Raj and 23 values have been retrieved from the browser or from the UI page. So that's how your $_get global variable will be helping me out. So what exactly happens at the backend? Whenever you have submitted this form, it will navigate to the welcome.php. But before navigating it, it will check whether it is having get method or post method. Accordingly, your data will be sent. If it is of type get, then your values have been appended to the URL like this. We have appended here name equals to Raj and age equals to 23. So your values have been appended to the request or a query string, and then with the help of your $_get, you can retrieve the values. So basically it will create the array kind of thing where your name will have the value which user have inserted into the form. So that's how your get method will call your $_get variable or global array. But if at all I'm having here post method, but in this post kind of thing, if you have called here the $_get global array, this won't be helping you out. Why? Because whatever the data we will be sending, it won't be sent through your query string. It will be directly sent through the post form. So sending, yes, I didn't. Now, if at all, instead of get, if at all we are having a post method, so in that case, your post method won't be able to retrieve the values through $_get. That time you may get the warning kind of error. So why warning kind of error? Because you were searching for a particular array key which is not available. So in that case, you have to use some different kind of array, and which is nothing but your post type of array. Post type of global array we will be using. Now, if at all we are having post method, post global array, get method, get global array. This time your code will work. This time you will be able to retrieve the value. Like this, your values have been retrieved from the server end. But in this particular situation, I will be depending upon type of method. Which type of method is being used, accordingly I will be using that type of variable. Instead of that, you can go with the request type of global array which will retrieve both the type of method variables. Either it is of type post or it is of type get, it doesn't matter. $_request global array will be able to retrieve the values from your UI form. So just observe or check out our code. We have entered the values through post method, and your request method will accept or retrieve the value. Similar thing will happen with your get method also. That's how you can have the data retrieved from server, retrieved at the server end. Now we'll modify our code little bit. Now we will modify our code in order to prepare a sticky form in PHP. Now what is that sticky form? If at all you have some thought in your mind to resubmit the same form, in that case you have to go back to the previous page, you have to resubmit the page and then again come back to the PHP page. That will be a tedious task. So instead of that, why don't we have the form as well as server script on the same page? So what we'll do, we'll copy this form and we'll post it here. And whenever we are submitting, as we are calling this welcome.php, but we are on welcome.php only. So I'll remove this thing. Then on submit, let's give a particular name as let's give here the submit only. Now I will be retrieving these values, okay, after submitting, but that should happen. Now I'm having a form, I'm on submit, I will call this method and I will execute this page. But if we try to execute this page right now, it will throw an error. Why? If I execute this form, it will throw an error, warning type of error. Why? Because initially these values are not there. And even though I insert this value, that time this form will work. So this should not happen. Before executing this page, I have to check whether my button submit or my form is being submitted or not. So how to check that? You have to build here few lines of PHP code. Now here you have to check if we have to check if it is being executed, then only this will happen. So again I will write this. So if my condition holds true, then and then only your request will execute. Fine. Or this code will execute itself. So what condition? I have to check whether my form is being submitted or not. So you are having a function it said. What you have to check it said? I have to check whether my submit button is being set or not. So for that purpose, I will be checking my $_ which type of method it is, post. So I now onwards we will be going with request type of global array only. So if at all my request or my post method is being applied on my submit. So if it is being there, then and then only I will execute my page. So now understood, this time I didn't get any type of error here. So here you can insert the values and submit the same at this particular location. Similarly, I want to resubmit my form. So you can resubmit here like this. So this is how your sticky form is being created within the page where you are having HTML form along with the script, PHP server-side script. Only the thing you have to call this method and then you have to check whether your form is being submitted or not. Thank you.